joining me, family and friends, gals and dudes, and what else? Maria loves to talk, and what are we talking about today? No. How are you doing today? How has life been treating you? Did you have a great week? How was your weekend? What are you eating? You eating some ribs? I don't know, gumbo, boudin? I don't know. Hopefully it's something good. It's something yummy. Have you started your diet? Nope, don't look at me. I don't know nothing about diet. But we are going to be trying to get some, maybe, I don't know, rent some, a treadmill and one of those, what the one that Chuck Norris and used, or he did the infomercials on. So, yeah, I'll be doing something. Hey, you guys, what am I talking about today? More crime. You guys, you know the drill. Go get you some snacks. Come on back. Let's get into this video. This video is not for you. You want to see a dog video. You want to see some hair videos. I understand. There's 100 billion videos on YouTube, and you go get it. So, hey, for the ones sticking around, let's get into this video right now. Couples fight at New Orleans motel led to shooting that deleted woman in next room. Sad, you guys. And this is current January 31st. A series of arguments between a man and his girlfriend at Chef Minotaur Highway Motel led to a gunshot that deleted a woman sleeping in the next room, New Orleans police say. Investigators booked Franklin Orelon Velasquez, 20, on Friday with manslaughter and obstruction of justice, January the 7th. His girlfriend, Arianna Bondlow, 19, was booked on the same charges in September.
Finding two people wanted for questioning in a homicide in New Orleans East. Police are searching for these two, 18-year-old Arianna Bondlow and 19-year-old Ronnie Aguilera. Investigators believe that they have information about the shooting death of a woman in the 6,000 block of Chef Mentor Highway on Friday. If you have information that could help investigators, you're asked to contact Crime Stoppers.
Same charges in September. In documents filed in criminal district court, police say the couple checked into the Nola Inn and Suites on December 30th, 2021, and before the day was over, police were called to check on a disturbance involving them. So this is a previous this fight they had. 8 days later, witnesses heard a loud sound and a man emerged from a room next to the couples yelling that his girlfriend had been shot. The victim, Breshawn Spencer, 23, had been sleeping in the room with their 5-year-old daughter. That's why I never care for motels, and the same thing like with apartments. Witnesses told police they saw Bondlow and Velasquez run away. Don't y'all knuckleheads know they know who you are? With a large bag, which police said could have carried a rifle. That led to the obstruction charge for allegedly removing a gun from the scene. Going home, the couple got into a black Chevrolet Camaro. The driver told police they asked for a ride, and he took them to a house that police discovered Velasquez's family home. I'm not giving any old joke or any old person a ride that I see running down the street. Really? Police did not specify why it took 9 months. Okay, why it took 9 months to arrest Bondlow and a year to arrest Velasquez, who uses the alias Ronnie Aguilera. Magistrate Commissioner Jonathan Friedman said set her bail Saturday at $350,000. So basically, you just let these little criminal diabolical devils out. They could have, I don't know, they could have ran to Panama, Dominican Republic, to Chile, anywhere, and this poor woman family had to bury her child's without a mom, and these people run around doing whatever they want to do. That's why we have all this criminal activity out on the streets, these judges and whatnot, and the police seem like they just plan with these little criminals. They their friend, almost like they buddies or something. I don't know. Okay, this is from Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Nebraska man found guilty of manslaughter and delete of whole chunk. Woman whose body was found. What's his name again? Nebraska man found guilty of manslaughter and delete of whole chunk. H-O chunk, like a chunk of meat. Woman whose body was found burning in an outhouse. Now, he did this woman cold. Pretty lady, nice looking, attractive lady. This is dated December 15, 2021. A Nebraska man was found guilty Wednesday of voluntary manslaughter in the death of Ho Chunk woman from Wisconsin, a less serious charge than the one federal prosecutor sought to convict him of. Jonathan D. Roney of Winnebago, Nebraska was not guilty of second-degree murder by a 12-person jury.
John, a Winnebago man charged with killing his girlfriend and burning her remains in an outhouse made his first court appearance today. 25-year-old Jonathan Rooney pleaded not guilty to manslaughter in the death of 22-year-old Kozee Decora. Her remains were found outside a cabin in rural Thurston County in mid-May and identified by dental records. Rooney was arrested June 1st. Now, Decora's family says that the charge of manslaughter, which carries a maximum 15 years in prison, is not enough.
What would be enough for our family would be that Jonathan Rooney never has another day of freedom. Kozee's life has ended, and yes, there's nothing we can do to bring her back, but the punishment needs to fit the crime. Her life ended, so his life should end as well.
The U.S. Attorney's Office says the investigation is still ongoing and charges against Rooney could still change.
Winterberg, Wisconsin, whose body was found in May of last year burning in what had been an outhouse in a remote part of Nebraska reservation. So this lady is Native American. I mean, this is how you do your lady, your woman friend. An outhouse, y'all know an outhouse is where back in the day, like the 20s, the 30s, 40s, people didn't have bathrooms, or maybe the 60s. They would go in a wooden shed and it had a little hole and do their business. And I mean, the manslaughter offense carries a penalty of up to 15 years in prison, and the evidence-related offense carries up to 20 years. Decora's case became a rallying cry locally for the missing and murdered indigenous people movement, an international movement that seeks justice for and solutions to disproportionate rates of homicide and violence against indigenous people. The jury reaches a verdict about 10. Oh, I don't need to know that. I need to know, why did he do it? That's what we need to know. Why did he do it? What was going on? Stacy Schreiber Shinko, whose children are related to Decora, says she was disappointed that Rooney was not convicted of the murder charge, but glad that he has been held accountable. There's two people who know what happened that day, and one can't speak and the other one won't, she said. The night that Decora remains were found on May the 17th, 2020, Rooney was found lying down unclothed in a cabin near the outhouse. 4 hours prior, Decora had called police dispatch for help, saying their SUV had gotten stuck in the mud on an unpaved dirt road. Going into trial, federal prosecutors alleged Rooney deleted Decora, 22, this chick was just 22, and tried to cover it up by burning her body, his clothes, and a cell phone, while Rooney's defense attorney told jurors that the evidence against Rooney was purely circumstantial. Decora's body was so badly burned that a manner of death could not be determined, and her remains had to be identified using dental records. It hurt my heart, Maya said, to hear witnesses refer to her little sister by her remains. Maya, who is about 15 years older than Kozee, remembers her youngest sister as one of the kids, only separated in age by a few years from some of her nieces. So with several sisters. Wow. So he's not saying anything, but he told them when they did the first interrogation that they had an argument. Okay, so here they said Decora's 4 older sisters were in Omaha for the trial along with some of their children. They all packed into a van for the drive down from Winterberg, which took 13 hours with diaper changing stops, bathroom breaks, and other stops. As the oldest, this is Maya talking, I feel like I need to be here for my own self. I want to know everything. Maya and another sister watched the trial from start to finish. Prayers go out to her. That's sad. And this to me kind of like sheds a little light. Watching my video, I think I did 2 or 3 on Native American indigenous women going missing. It sheds light on, as I stated, what's going on. Who is doing this? As I stated, it can't be someone just coming off the street onto a reservation or whatnot. These are men or Native American men, just like what's going on in the news right now. They found the man that was in that famous movie, and he, Native American man, actor, that he has 5 wives. So it's not someone that's an outsider coming in, attacking these women, deleting these women. This is someone that's in the community, lover, husband, boyfriend, maybe neighbor. Prayers go out to the Decora family.